Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you a couple more movie reviews, and this time we'll be talking about two Barbara Crampton films, and that's going to be with We Are Still Here, as well as Reborn.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel.
Hey, I'm Sylvia Saska.
And I'm Jen Saska.
And we're the Saska sisters. Part of this.
Subscribe to the little butt down there. Bloody Jacob for sexy, awesome, exclusive content. Look.
We Are Still Here came out in 2015, and it's about the cold wintry fields of New England. A lonely old house in particular, wakes up every 30 years and demands a sacrifice. And we're also going to be talking about Reborn, and we'll get to that in just a minute here. But yeah, hi guys, it's been a little bit here. This the past month or two I've felt pretty bogged down, so I haven't really given YouTube the activity I planned to and wanted to. But please, if you don't know, check out my Instagram, as I do post pretty quick reactions and sort of mini reviews to pretty much every movie I watch on there, so please check it out. It's just easier to make an Instagram post than it is to do a whole video, so I've been doing that for the past while, which I still will, but I do want to get back into videos as well, because it's good just to ramble in front of a camera too, even a cheap ass webcam like this, I really gotta get a new one. Anyway, I got both movies here on Blu-ray because physical media needs to be a thing, needs to remain a thing. So yes, please buy things on physical media whenever you can, by all means. But yeah, so here we are with We Are Still Here. Now, let me just say before we get into this movie, I am a major Barbara Crampton fan. It's pretty much her and Catherine Isabel that are the queens of horror to me. Catherine Isabel still probably being my all-time favorite actress, in general, but Barbara Crampton is right up there. She is a definite queen of horror as well. I even put her above, your Jamie Lee Curtis's and everyone else you're probably thinking of. I just really respect her, both her dedication and her variety, how she's evolved as a player in the horror game. I mean, from doing movies like Reanimator and From Beyond, which I like for what they are as well. I will do a review on both of those at some point. Just feel like I rewatch them again, but those are like your classic, B horror movie, gross out, practical effects sort of things. And then you had her come back in late 2000s into the 2010s with kind of more mature, character movies like this. And that's what it is, and it is a ghost story too. Now for me, ghost stories, possessions, haunted houses, and stuff like that have never really been my favorite subgenre of horror. I've always found them kind of dull, and definitely overdone over the past 15 years or so, especially. But Barbara Crampton is in it, and I had heard really good things about this movie, so I knew I was going to check it out at some point. And let me just say, We Are Still Here, really good film. It was directed by Ted Gahagan. I just butchered his name. And of course stars Barbara Crampton. You also have Larry Fessenden in here, who just acted alongside her in Jacob's Wife as well, which I will hopefully be getting a video out of tomorrow. So they're here as well. Basically, Barbara Crampton's character and her husband have just lost their son. So I ended up moving into this new house, into this town that, of course, has a lot of secrets, and there's an especially big mystery around this house. So, of course, things start bumping and everything, and some unexplained occurrences, and then it turns out to be this whole, web of madness, pretty much. So yeah, like I said, not a subgenre I'm usually that into, but this is one of the exceptions. It's very well done. It has a lot of natural suspense to it. It has patience, yet it's only like an hour and 23 minutes, if that. It's more like an hour 17 from what I remember. And it really ratchets up the tension, and it takes some more direct twists as well to make it pretty entertaining for us gore hounds and bloodbath seekers and stuff like that. Some really nice practical effects. Let me just say, Barbara Crampton is great in this movie. I think this is probably one of her all-time best performances. The actor who played the husband, let me just see his name. Yeah, okay, Monty Markham. He wasn't too bad, although I think he was kind of overshadowed by Larry Fessenden and Barbara Crampton especially. I think he could actually taken his character out of the movie entirely, and probably just relied on Barbara Crampton as the single, at one point mother with her friends or something. But he wasn't bad. I mean, just a little kind of there compared to the others. I did also like Lisa Marie as May Lewis. I thought she was pretty good too. But yeah, sort of, it goes the predictable route to a point. By the way, I have a Castle Freak shirt on right now, another Barbara Crampton classic. But yeah, anyway. But, it doesn't end on the most conventional note either, which I respected. It has some pretty nice cinematography to it as well, which I was pleased about. And like I said, it kind of has something in it for everyone if you are patient enough to watch a short movie like this. I think it's one of the best of its ilk, and like I said, interested someone like me who isn't really into these kind of movies most of the time. And then, of course, we have Reborn on Blu-ray as well, because again, physical media guys, please. Which is pretty much a modern-day Carrie. It's about a stillborn baby girl that was abducted by a morgue attendant and brought back to life by electrokinetic power. On her 16th birthday, she escapes captivity and sets to find her birth mother, leaving a trail of destruction behind her. And of course, this is one I watched because of Barbara Crampton. Also, gave you my spiel about her. I absolutely adore Barbara Crampton. This movie is pretty much what you'd expect. If you've seen Carrie, kind of know the direction this is heading. It's not exactly like it, but like I said, it's kind of Carrie and Firestarter there. But I'll say it was still fairly well executed. I mean, I think that this is actually one of Barbara Crampton's best performances. You have her playing an actress in this movie, so you got a little bit of a fourth wall, kind of introspective, maybe on her own life to a certain degree. She's kind of worn down by the business, but she teaches acting classes, which is kind of cool. So you kind of have a bit of a fourth wall thing there. It was kind of funny. But because of that, you get kind of more of a personal performance from her, and she has some trauma in her past as well. Barbara Crampton just did some really, really excellent work here. One of the best things about her as a horror queen is that she manages to make every movie she's in more believable to some extent because of how good her, and grounded her performances always are, bringing in some real emotion, real expression. And the actress who played the main girl, Tess, she was played by Kaylee Gilbert. She did quite well too. I was a little impressed. I mean, there's some stuff where there's certain bits of dialogue where her delivery is a little bit over the top, I think. But generally, I think she came off the right way. She had the right presence to her. I think the movie had some decent, I almost said choreography. I mean, decent, camera work at times. Some decent practical effects as well. And it moved on fairly well. I mean, it's not a long movie whatsoever. It's not even an hour and 20 minutes. So I definitely recommend checking out Reborn. If you like Carrie at all, I'm sure you'll like this fine. If you like Barbara Crampton at all, and that's your only takeaway, that's good too, because she is fantastic in this, as expected. Michael Pierre is also in this, kind of a straightforward, sort of just there role, but he's never bad. So yeah, please check it out. Predictable, but some really excellent acting, superb acting at times. So yeah, please by all means, guys, follow me on Instagram especially, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.